Welcome back to Modern Art Blitz. I'm your host, Mat Gleason. Our third guest for episode 63 is the incomparable Sant Khalsa. Sant!
Hey, Matt.
Welcome to Modern Art Blitz. Oh, I got a big hug from from across the boundary line there.
Yes.
Okay, we decided to float in your art. We're floating in your art.
I'm levitating.
We have levitated.
Yes.
So now I introduced you as an artist.
Yes.
But you're a photographer too.
Well, I work in photo-based media.
Photo-based media.
As well as installation and sculpture and whatever medium I can use to get the message across.
You know, and you use photo most of the time, right?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do a lot of photo-based work. But we're actually going to see some work that isn't photo-based.
I don't know if I can handle it. Okay, so we are in now. These are pieces on glass and wood, but they are photographs, correct?
Yes, these are sculptural works. This is from trees and seedlings. So those are,
These are photos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, but they're photographic transparencies, high contrast, and they're between glass and encased in wood.
And they're like this big, right?
Actually, they're anywhere from 7 inches to 7 feet tall.
Oh, you've done planks.
I've done very large pieces as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I've seen them in the small scale, but
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen the large? Well, they're being exhibited right now.
Where? Oh, well, whoa. Well, far be it from Sant to use her appearance on Modern Art Blitz to do a promo for an upcoming show, but plug away.
Or a current show.
A current show.
A current show. Yeah, I have an exhibition called Confluence. It's a solo exhibition at the Marx Art Center. It's
Carl or Groucho?
Neither.
Neither?
Neither.
Where?
At College of the Desert in Palm Desert.
Wow,
and
okay.
it's a parallel project to Desert X.
Oh, it's one of the collateral events to Desert X, which
yes.
is the big. Is that going to be a biennial, or do we
yes,
know?
well,
it is.
we hope it's supposed to be a biennial.
This is the first one,
yes.
but we want 2 years.
Yeah.
We want it to come back.
Yeah.
I've seen some great coverage
Yeah.
of Desert X. Don't have enough sunscreen right now to make it out there, but
I'm actually sunburned right now.
Oh no,
yes.
because you've been out. Oh,
I've been out there.
But
Yeah.
you live in the desert,
Yes.
so
Yeah, Joshua Tree. Yeah.
do you have 2 houses, or are you just there now?
No, I still have the home in San Bernardino as well.
San Bernardino.
For just 1 more year.
1 more year, because you teach.
Yes.
You've taught.
At Cal State San Bernardino. I'm
You
still
continue
teaching
to
there.
teach.
Yes.
Do you teach photo?
Sometimes.
What else do you
I haven't
teach?
taught photography actually in a little while.
You know it went digital recently?
It did. I do digital as well. I do. Yes, I do it all.
Yeah?
You know, yeah.
She does it all.
I do it all.
That's a famous
Okay.
quote. I do it all.
Actually, the last couple of years, I've been primarily working with graduate students in all disciplines. So I haven't been teaching a lot of photo.
So is this a photograph? What are we looking at
Oh,
here?
we are. We're looking at self-portrait with the Santa Ana River. It's my shadow standing on a bridge, and I'm in
Wait,
that.
where is the Santa Ana? Does the Santa Ana River go through Santa Ana?
It does.
It does?
Yeah, Santa Ana River starts in the San Bernardino National Forest,
Okay.
San Bernardino Mountains, and goes through San Bernardino, Riverside, Orange County, ends up in Huntington Beach.
Oh, okay. And this is not in Santa Ana though. This is way up in
No, this is actually north of Redlands, California.
of Redlands. Ooh,
Yeah,
geez.
that image right there.
That sounds like to me north of Redlands. That's like, is that where Mount Everest is? See,
But this is an image that's really about this long relationship that I have with the Santa Ana River and the watershed, because I've been photographing it for over 30 years. And
Wow.
It's an extensive project.
So you started when you were 2 years old.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I gotta be accurate here.
So it's a project that's really about a river that runs through me, in a sense, because I've lived in San Bernardino for so many years, and it's the water in the watershed, therefore it's the water in my body.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel a very intimate connection with the Santa Ana River, and this photograph here is about
Look, it's you and you.
And I'm standing there and I'm
you.
taking a photograph of the river that I feel
With
very
you
connected
in it.
to. With me
So,
in it,
so,
yes.
so it dries up by the time it gets to Santa Ana.
Actually, we use every drop
Oh,
of
really?
water.
Oh, so the Inland Empire is kind of
Well, not just the Inland Empire. It actually, the water is constantly being used and then reprocessed and going back into the river, and very little water, except during flood times, makes it to the Pacific.
Okay, did you think that, like, how do I say this? You're a veteran of bringing the natural world and concepts about how we are part of the natural world into this artificial art world, but this conceptual space that we're also in. It's like, oh wow, there's a world outside of here. Okay, you've done that for a long time, but did you think because the California drought lasted, for my viewers who don't know, we had a drought in California for a couple of years, and it was on the news out here. I don't know if it made it onto CNN or anything, but we were worried that we're going to run out of water. Did you think it started to get kind of trendy with here you are the artist who's been doing it all this time, and now the drought's in the news. Did it get kind of trendy? Did you look around and go, wait a minute, I've been talking about this for 30 years, huh?
Well, I think...
Without disparaging your peers, which I can handle, so don't...
Okay, well, I think I'm very supportive of artists who want to talk about environmental issues, and because of that, not only do I make work about these issues, but I curate exhibitions that support other artists. So, for instance, the show that's at the Marx Art Center has a companion show that I curated called Desert Waters.
Where's that?
In the Marx Art Center.
Oh, so okay.
Two shows.
So it's solo show and show curated by you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes, and the show curated by me has 12 artists who are looking at water in the Coachella Valley specifically, because Desert X is about the Coachella Valley.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
site-specific works there. So
have you ever gone to the Coachella Music Festival?
I have not.
You haven't?
No.
So you're a local. You could.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you would have to pay me to go, because
Yeah.
nature. See, I'm the city guy, art world dude, whatever. You can call me any name you want, but you can't call me nature boy. So I see your stuff, and it's
if I would think of the Coachella Music Festival as being in nature.
It's not.
No.
People get sunburns.
Well, you can get sunburns here in Los Angeles.
I stay indoors. I'm the library dude.
But I'm originally from New York City.
You're a New Yorker? Get off my show! That's how I greet all New Yorkers on my show.
Yeah,
so.
no, I've been here in Southern California since December of '74, so a long time.
Woo!
Yeah,
Sant.
long time.
In December of '74, I was 10 years old.
I know.
I got the ID to prove it.
But I grew up in a community in New York City called Riverdale, and it was right on the Hudson. And
you grew up in the nature part of. Wait a minute. Were you by the Headless Horseman? Did you ever worry about getting haunted by that?
That was just north of me.
Yeah. Yikes.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
but you're not a New Yorker. Like, hey, I'm a New Yorker. Huh?
I don't sound like that kind of New Yorker.
No, you don't.
No.
But you can.
I can push it.
You got a little pushy in you.
I could do that. But when
hey, it looks like we're about to have a picnic.
Oh, you know where we are right now?
Well, we're on a couch, but okay.
we are. These are my trees.
Your trees.
So
this is your property?
No.
Uh-oh.
We're in the San Bernardino National Forest.
Well, then it's all of our trees.
We're in Holcomb Valley.
Okay.
And this is an area that in 1860 was clear cut by gold miners.
Oh.
And 25 years ago, 1992, I planted almost 1,000 trees to reforest Holcomb Valley.
Oh my God.
And so we are sitting among trees that I planted 25 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And so
your art was to actually bring these back, because the gold miners had come and...
it was not, the planting of the trees was not my art. It was part of my research of understanding our relationship with trees, as we have this interdependence with trees, because they provide us with oxygen and we provide them with CO2. And
there you go, no charge.
So what happened was I was working on a project for an exhibition at California Museum of Photography that Kim Ableys was one of the curators of, and it was called Smog, A Matter of Life and Breath. And I was and I was doing research with a scientist at UC Riverside. And I asked him, what is the thing that I can do that could most impact our poor air quality in Southern California? And he said, plant trees.
Really?
So I said, okay,
now,
I'll plant trees.
Here's how, okay, just city boy, is it a seed?
Oh, it was seedlings.
Seedlings, what's a seedling?
So seeds that are planted and then they grow into little small seedlings.
Oh, like it's a mini tree.
Yeah.
So all of these were like little fetus trees.
These were little fetus trees.
Okay.
And I planted those.
And now they're adults.
And I wasn't the only person who planted. It was
okay.
a very large project, but I went up there actually over a year during the spring planting season and planted close to 1,000 trees.
Do any of them have a name?
I haven't named them yet, but this is my new project.
I think you should name that one Matt.
Okay.
Can we okay, never mind.
So, but these trees, this is a project I'm working on 25 years later called Growing Air.
Oh, so now you've gone back and documented
I'm
this.
going back and I'm photographing it. I'm going to actually take a tiny house that my husband built on wheels and live in the forest for a while and connect with that place.
A house on wheels?
Yeah, small, like 135 square feet, tiny house.
That's, woo.
Yeah.
Does it have a bathroom?
Yes, and a shower and a kitchen and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, so now.
What's this?
Okay, these are 9 of the 60 retail water stores that I photographed for a project called Western Waters. And this whole project, the installation of these 60 retail water stores in 4 states, are on exhibit right now at the Marx Arts Center in Palm Desert.
Was water good business?
It is good business.
Did you talk to any of the people who own these stores?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, yes.
And they're like, I love the water business. I was in the perfume business. Nothing compares to water.
No, I really, a lot of these stores are frequented by immigrant populations that have come from places where they can't really trust the water.
Oh, so they're used to doing it.
Yes.
Oh.
But also, a lot of people don't trust their water sources, or they're concerned about the quality of our infrastructure, and we've seen problems in Flint, and we've seen them in Pittsburgh recently.
But they trust corporate Nestle water. Right?
Yeah, let's not go there.
Oh no, really? Are they the bad guy?
Well, it's just about, the commodification of nature. That's what this project is really about. It's the way that
in the meta.
We're really, disconnected with this, and these sites kind of represent a natural site, but they're fabricated entrepreneurial sites. And so we're so disconnected with that natural experience. One of these is called Heavenly Water. One of them is called Lakes.
No.
Yeah,
maybe.
But the way people relate to water in a spiritual sense as well.
Who is the alpha customer of a water store? Do we know? Did you say, hey, who's your best customer?
I think that lots of people go to water stores now.
Just for a sense of security.
Yeah, because I think that people feel like if they go to these places that they're going to get better water and then they're going to be healthier. And I don't say that's necessarily so, but I think people think that they're closer to nature by going to these places, which is really absurd because they're driving in cars with plastic bottles instead of earthen bottles to these fabrications of a place called river water or lake water.
When the river, they could just go to the Santa Ana River north of, no? Why not?
No, it needs to be purified before we drink that water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe they're performing a service in a lot of ways.
Yeah, there's...
All right.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you, you've shown with commercial gallery. You get a lot of museum level shows, but you show in a commercial gallery level too, right?
Yes, for 10 years I showed with Acuna Hansen right here in Chinatown, and I'm represented now by Copacan Gallery in Culver City.
Copacan Gallery in Culver City.
Well, it's Los Angeles, but it's the Culver Art District.
It's the leading Southern California gallery of fine art photography.
Really?
Don't you think so?
I love the gallery.
Oh, I mean, it's the leading
Yeah,
gallery.
I love working with Paul. Yes.
Okay, well, Paul Kopeikin.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's as
Yeah.
high as a photographer can go in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we have a good relationship, and I've known Paul for many
For a while?
years.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Do we have more art to look at? Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about this.
So this is a piece that's actually going to be in the Joshua Triennial, which is a biennial. It's going to be the second one. It's coming up. It's the last.
Isn't triennial mean every 3 years?
This is triennial.
Tree.
Joshua Triennial.
Joshua
Triennial in Joshua Tree.
But it's a biennial. Even though
Right.
it could be a oh
Yeah.
man, they should just
It
make it
puts-
less
it
work, triennial.
It's tree
Okay.
and
Yeah, I thought Joshua
okay,
Tree.
together.
Wow, when is this?
It's coming up last day of March, that weekend, April 1st and 2nd.
Oh wait, that's soon.
Yeah.
Man, you're busy.
I am
Busy.
busy. I am busy, but I came to see
I was
you.
going to say, and you came all the way into the city
I know, to see you.
to be on Modern Art Blitz.
Yeah.
Gee.
So this piece is called Pray for Rain. And notice there's no photographic elements here. It's based on a Tibetan prayer wheel. It's a kinetic work that is constantly turning, and it has small bottles like messages.
This is the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the left side, what you're seeing is on the
Yeah.
left, whatever.
Above you is
yeah,
the wheel.
Yeah.
That's the Tibetan prayer wheel,
There.
based on the Tibetan prayer wheel.
Tibetan
Okay.
prayer wheel. And then on that side, we're seeing these small bottles with words that relate to water that are floating and turning in the wheel. And it's sort of like a message in the bottle. It's a distress signal. You know how people put a message in the bottle if they're like lost at sea to send it out.
Okay.
And the Tibetan prayer wheel is half full or half empty with water. And
Well, you're the artist. Is it half full or half empty?
it's whatever you think.
Oh boy.
As the viewer, the audience, it's kind of up to you. And then the sphere on top represents planet water, which is really planet Earth is planet water because it's mostly water, over 70%.
How big is that?
The piece itself is, I don't know, how big is that?
Is it a glass of water? How big? I mean, is this?
No, it's like,
about that?
yeah.
Where do you get a ball that big?
Okay, I did a residency at Pilchuck Glass School in Washington.
Wow.
And this was hand blown during my residency.
Wow.
And so that sphere is, it's really
What,
beautiful.
about 10 inches in diameter?
It's about this large,
wow.
about that large. And
It's a beach ball made out of glass.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
It's,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty stunning.
And what happens is light is projected through this piece, and it's constantly moving. You're not seeing that here. This is a still image, and it looks like waves
I was gonna say flowing water.
on the wall.
Wow.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Sant, we could gab all day.
Oh my goodness!
And all night.
It's over already?
I got to tell you, our time has come and our time has gone. My friend of 22 years, Sant Khalsa, a leading environmental artist. Can I call you that? An environmental
That'd
artist?
be fine.
The leading environmental artist of the Inland Empire and Southern California. Sant Khalsa, thank you for joining us on
you.
Modern Art Blitz. Oh, let's get all sappy now.
Thank you.
We do this every Sunday live at 5. Thank you for joining us.